Manan FF, locked in love. Manik's POV. The only sound louder than the clicking of my fingers on the tablet was my father's impatient spoon tapping against his green tea. He cleared his throat then and after waiting a second threw an apple, which, thanks to his legendary bad aim, hit my tablet. I'm sure Ruhan gets those aiming skills from him. I can hear you, Dad, I muttered without looking up. Good. I was making sure your ears still work, Parmveer Malhotra said smugly, dunking another spoonful of cornflakes into his mouth. You're always glued to that tab. What's so urgent anyway? Dad said, his tone affectionate with a hint of sarcasm. Before I could retort, Nandini walked in holding my 1.9-year-old tornado of energy. She greeted Dad, who gleamed like a Diwali diya. Good morning, Princess, and my little lion. Right then Mom, Monica Malhotra, entered, elegant as ever in a pastel silk sari, a soft expression on her face. Not the distant social smile she wore at parties, this was genuine. Her eyes went straight to Ruhan and Nandini. Good morning, my babies, she said, walking over to kiss Ruhan's forehead before pulling Nandini into a brief but tight hug. Did you sleep at all last night? Ruhan woke up at 2 a.m. and we had a wall-staring competition, Nandini teased. Mom chuckled. You do so much for him, Beta, unlike those who should have cared for him. Mom said it softly, but we all knew whom she was referring to. Though she didn't take her name, Mom hated Ria, my ex. Nandini looked at Ruhan. He has a cute face I can't resist, right, Ru baby? She tickled his stomach, making him giggle. I watched them, my mother and my best friend, the unlikely bond that had surprised us all. Monica Malhotra wasn't easily impressed. She rarely gave warmth freely. But with Nandini? She adored her. Sometimes I think she loved her more than she loved me. Okay. Definitely more. Zoya entered like a mini tornado in athleisure wear, phone in one hand. Ruin! She screamed, diving dramatically onto the chair beside him. Ruhan squealed like his fan club president had arrived. Zoya smothered him with kisses. I swear I'm going to steal this kid and raise him as my own, she declared. You can barely raise your plants, I muttered. Ayan Kapoor came in after finishing his call, calm and charming as ever, and the only sane person in their relationship. While Ruhan was busy giving Nandini sloppy kisses. Clearly, he loves her more than me. Ayan looked at me with a grin and said, Your son has better taste than you ever did. I fake scoffed. That's rich coming from a guy who fell for Zoya after she nearly ran over his Mercedes. Love is blind. What can I do? He said dramatically, sliding into the chair beside me while Zoya took her usual seat beside Nandini. Everyone laughed, even Ruhan, who had no idea what was happening but decided to join the vibe. I just sat back for a second and watched, my father smirking, my mother smiling, Zoya being dramatic, Ayan being bullied, Nandini feeding Ruhan little bites of mashed banana between sips of her coffee, and me looking at my chaotic family.
Manik's POV. Peace. A myth in my life, especially not in my office, where I was finally enjoying 5 glorious minutes of silence, a triple espresso, and an overwhelming Excel sheet, until the door slammed open like an income tax raid. No, I said instantly, not even glancing up. Zoya crossed her arms like a melodramatic villain. I haven't even said anything yet. And yet, I already know it's going to cost me money, peace, or sanity. Possibly all three. She flopped onto the couch like she owned the building. Rude. Also, accurate. I sighed, finally looking up. Zoya, I'm in the middle of something important. So am I, she replied sweetly. It's for a good cause. Whatever it is, no. I won't say yes, I won't fund it, and I don't give you any kind of permission. Also, go annoy Ayan. Zoya pouted. He banned me from his cabin ever since I installed a disco light above his desk. You also tried to build a nap corner in his conference room. I pointed out. Excuse me, tired employees are dangerous. I'm saving lives, she said, tossing her hair like a superhero. Also, Nandini needs a new wardrobe glow-up. I blinked. Use your card. And you know Nandini hates shopping. Zoya burst out laughing. My card has emotions, Manik. It cries every time I swipe it. Also, Nandini's rich but fashionably bankrupt. She hasn't shopped for herself in forever. It's like she forgot she's hot. I muttered, She doesn't like flaunting herself. She should, though. Zoya declared. She's stunning. And selfless. And, unlike you, she doesn't believe in wasting money. I barely had time to roll my eyes before she stood up dramatically. Zoya pointed at me like a courtroom lawyer. Now listen up, Mr. Moody McGrumpy-Face. You owe Nandini happiness, style, and one pastel blue cerise that makes jaws drop. So be a decent human being and... She swiped my card from the desk with ninja precision and sprinted toward the door. Zoya. That's literally stealing. That's jail time behavior. I shouted. She turned mid-run like a Bollywood heroine in slow-mo. I'll buy you a tie, she yelled. Also, you're a billionaire, don't worry, I'll try to max the limit. I dropped my head to the desk, though I can't decide if I need a therapist or a restraining order against Zoya. Maybe both. 5 minutes later, Ian entered. The calm after Zoya's Category 5 hurricane. Ian walked in, looking grave. She took your card, didn't she? I sighed. She didn't even blink. I'm scared of how smooth she's become. He sat across from me, casually sipping his coffee. She texted me, shopping with my future Barbie. You're banned forever. Bye. I stood up suddenly. You know what? We should follow them. Ian blinked. Follow them? Why? Because knowing Zoya, she can't stop herself from buying glitter, rhinestones, and random junk. And if she makes Nandini try on another lehenga and posts it with the caption Future Dulhan Vibes, people will start sending rishtas. Ian nodded, serious. Exactly. Let's go. Operation Spy on Sasti Karan Johar and Behen number 1 begins. We're not stalking them, I muttered as I grabbed my keys. We're just monitoring the damage. Financial and emotional. Pre-cap. Jay and Ian accidentally follow Zoya and Nandini in a lingerie shop.